This movie begins with a tribe hunting deep inside the jungle. These tribes still follow ancient customs and traditional ways of living. They have set deadly traps all over the forest, and only members of their tribe know where those traps are located. While hunting a wild boar, the animal accidentally touches one of the ropes connected to a trap. Instantly, a huge wooden log covered with sharp spikes swings forward and pierces through the boar's body, killing it immediately. The tribe celebrates happily after the successful hunt. They joke around while cutting the animal and share different body parts among themselves. One man in the tribe is unable to have children, and everyone constantly mocks him for it. When his turn comes, they jokingly give him the boar's testicles, claiming that eating them will help him become a father. The man refuses to believe it, but another hunter insists it worked for his own father. That hunter is actually the movie's main hero, Jaguar Paw. Jaguar Paw's father, who is also the tribe's chief, stands nearby and supports the joke. When the man finally tries eating it, he immediately becomes sick and vomits, making the entire tribe burst into laughter. Soon after, Jaguar Paw's father pulls him aside and tells him he needs to become mentally stronger because fear and weakness make him a target of ridicule. Meanwhile, Jaguar Paw notices movement in the bushes nearby. A group of injured tribespeople emerges from the jungle carrying fish as an offering. They explain that their village was destroyed and they are searching for a new beginning elsewhere. Jaguar Paw becomes deeply disturbed after hearing this. His father warns him not to let fear enter his heart because fear spreads like a disease and destroys people from within. Back in the village, everyone continues dancing and celebrating. One of the finest moments happens when Jaguar Paw's father tricks the infidel man by giving him what he claims is a powerful medicine. He instructs him to apply it before intimacy. However, the medicine turns out to be chili powder, causing both the man and his wife to run around screaming in pain while the entire tribe laughs hysterically. Later, Jaguar Paw returns home to his pregnant wife and young son. Although surrounded by happiness, he remains worried about the destroyed tribe he saw earlier. That night, barking dogs wake him up. Sensing danger, he steps outside and notices burning torches approaching through the darkness. A brutal group of warriors suddenly attacks the village. Jaguar Paw quickly hides his pregnant wife and son inside a deep dry well using a rope before the attackers can discover them. He promises his family that he will return and then runs off to help his people fight back. However, most of the tribe is captured or killed. A terrifying warrior named Middle Eye nearly kills Jaguar Paw, but their leader stops him because they wanted the prisoners alive. During the capture, Middle Eye murders Jaguar Paw's father directly in front of him, leaving Jaguar Paw devastated. The attackers begin marching the prisoners across forests, rivers, and mountains towards a massive city. Along the way, they pass diseased bodies lying everywhere, showing that sickness is spreading across the land. A mysterious little girl warns the warrior that a sacred time is coming when darkness will fall during the day, and a man will lead them towards the destruction of their entire civilization. Eventually, the prisoners reach a large Maya city where people are bought and sold like slaves. Women are auctioned away, while the remaining men are taken to a giant temple where human sacrifices are performed to satisfy the gods. Jaguar Paw is prepared for sacrifice, but just before the ritual begins, a solar eclipse suddenly darkens the sky. The terrified crowd believes it is a divine sign, so the sacrifices are stopped immediately. Instead of killing them at the temple, the warriors decide to use the prisoners for sport. They force them to run across the open field towards the jungle while soldiers throw spears and arrows at them for entertainment. Many prisoners die instantly. Jaguar Paw and another survivor run in zigzag pattern to avoid the arrows. His companion is eventually killed, but Jaguar Paw survives even after being pierced by an arrow. He manages to kill the chief's son and escapes into the jungle. Now begins the movie's most intense section, the survival chase. The warriors pursue Jaguar Paw deep into the forest, but this time he is no longer afraid. Using his knowledge of the jungle, he slowly turns the hunt against them. He uses traps, poisonous frogs, bee attacks, and clever tactics to kill the warrior one by one. At one point, Jaguar Paw shouts proudly, "I am Jaguar Paw. This is my forest. My father hunted here before me, and my sons will hunt here after me." Meanwhile, heavy rain begins flooding the well where his wife and son are trapped. His wife even goes into labor while trying to keep their child alive as the water rises. Jaguar Paw finally confronts the brutal tribe leaders who murdered his father. During the fight, the leader accidentally triggers the same deadly trap used earlier in the movie to kill the boar. A giant spiked log crashes into him and kills him instantly. In the final scenes, the Jaguar Paw reaches the seashore where enormous European ships arrive in the distance. The remaining warriors stare silently at the unfamiliar vessels. These ships symbolizes the arrival of European colonizers who would eventually destroy the Maya civilization completely. Jaguar Paw chooses not to approach the newcomers. Instead, he returns to rescue his wife and children from the flooded well. In the end, the family disappears back into the jungle to begin a new life.